Everybody know me, nigga. You can find me right on the block, because this is where I'm at every day.
Welcome to Boys in the Hood.
That is not a good thing. We got to get out of that mindset. It's not good to be on the block every day, bro. Every day. YouTube. What's that word, man? What's that deal, man? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video, man. It's the Second Reaction channel, man. Shout out to the Second Reaction channel squad. We back, man. We back, bro. Y'all know on this channel, man, we talk about gangbangers, man. So tonight, bro, we talking about a 66 East Coast CRIP. He was gunned down by Florencia 13. Now, I'm thinking of Florencia 13, that's got to be like a Mexican gang, right? I don't know. Shout out Boys in the Hood TV, though, man. Y'all make sure y'all sub them up, man. Also, man, make sure y'all tap in with me. You feel me? Subscribe, like, hype, turn on your post notice, all that good stuff. Anyway, man, we just gonna tap right into this, bro. We ain't gonna wait no time, folks. Let's get into it.
Y'all from 66 East Coast. My name is Bugzy. Everybody know me, nigga. You can find me right on the block, because this is where I'm at every day.
Welcome to Boys in the Hood.
That is not a good thing. We got to get out of that mindset. It's not good to be on the block every day, bro. Every day. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying don't go back and kick it on your block. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not saying don't go back and chill with your homies, you know. If you're getting a little money, it's best you don't, because people can be jealous of you, bro, and just do all kind of stuff to you. But if you on the block every day, bro, something wrong. But shout out the gang, though. Shout out the gang.
EV. Today we're going to be discussing the death of a 6'6" East Coast CRIP named Lil Bugzy on August 11, 2014. At around 8 p.m., Lil Bugzy from the East Coast CRIPS was sitting inside of his car with his wife eating their food on 65th.
Damn, that chicken look good. Man, I ain't had no fried chicken in a minute, man. We might have to do a fried chicken taste test tomorrow, but we might have to do a fried chicken food review. Tap in, down and corner on YouTube, man. We do food review. Tap in right now. Oh! Nigga, that church chicken look amazing.
On 65th and Broadway, located in the East Coast CRIPS neighborhood. Now, while sitting, Bugzy noticed that there was a LAPD patrol car following behind his homeboy, 25-year-old Ezel Ford, who was walking across the street. Now, only seconds later, that police patrol car would pull up near the curb, and two police officers will hop out with their guns drawn, yelling freeze. Now, Ezel Ford would raise both of his hands as the officers pressed forward. As they backed forward against a bush in the driveway, one of the officers would tackle him to the ground. Dang. And the scuffle would break out. Now, in the midst of the scuffle, one of the officers would open fire, shooting Ford. That's when one of the neighbors who was outside would scream out that Ford had mental issues. But only seconds later, two more shots could be heard as Ford would stop moving. Police at this moment would then handcuff an unconscious Ford who had been shot in the arm, the abdomen.
So, like, what's that all about, gang? If you law enforcement, get in the comment. Because this is not my first time seeing or hearing them do this. Why would you handcuff an unconscious man? Somebody you know you done killed. You know you done put 7, 8, 9 holes in him. Why would you handcuff him? Is that protocol? Like, why? Man, y'all cops be doing the most sometimes, bro.
And back. Now, at this point, Lil Bugzy and other neighbors would come rushing closer to the scene as one of the officers would stand up with his gun drawn, aimed at the crowd. Now, police would call for more backup, which would arrive on the scene for crowd control. But it would be nearly 20 minutes before EMTs would arrive on scene to treat Ford. Ezel Ford will be transported to the hospital, where sadly, he would be pronounced dead not long after. Now, LAPD police chief would make a statement claiming that both officers, Rampler and Vilgas, claimed that during their investigative stop, they assumed Ford was armed, which is why they had their guns drawn when they first approached him. They would then claim that he kept his hands concealed when they told him to freeze. And as they approached Ford, they would then go on to claim that he resisted and grabbed one of the officers by the waist, tackling him to the ground. And from this point, they alleged that Ford got on top of the officer and attempted to grab his firearm. And this is when Officer Rampler, who was on the ground, would scream out that Ford was reaching for his gun. And that's when Officer Vilgas would shoot Ford in the arm. But officers further claim that Ford continued to fight and resist, and that's when he was shot again, this time in the abdomen area. They would then claim that even after this second shot, Ford continued to resist, and that's when Officer Rampler, who was on the ground, would be able to reach for his backup firearm, and he would shoot Ezell Ford in his back. Now, the medical examiner would reveal that the fatal shot was a gunshot wound to his back. Now, multiple witnesses would come forward to dispute this claim by the officers, which included Lil Bugzy, who would make his claims live on video.
When you get about right up in here, man, the police merge in, and the next thing you know, you heard a freeze or whatever, right? Both doors in the police car bust open, but the driver jump out first, and they rush the home. In this corner right here, man, there's a low-key scuffling going on right here in this corner right here. So the police on top of the homie, whatever the case may be, you know what I'm saying? You hear a bah, you know what I'm saying? Then a bah, it's a delay, and then you hear shoot him. Then another bah. In my mind, like, they killed my nigga, you feel me? And then the other officer, you know what I'm saying, he jump up from the other crowd from right here, and he start pointing the gun to the homies, crazy shit, you feel me, for nothing. I mean, for about 20 minutes. My little nigga just laying here, cuz when the ambulance and fire truck finally did come, picked him up like he was a pig or something, homie.
Now, the death of Ezell Ford would lead to an uproar in the community, and protests and marches will be seen all over Los Angeles against the LAPD. Now, the officers that were involved in this shooting will be placed on administrative leave as the shooting was under investigation. Now, in November of 2014, Ford family will pursue legal actions against the LAPD, and they will ask that all witnesses come forward to make statements and to give their account of what took place the day that Ford was shot and killed. Now, Lil Bugzy will be one of the witnesses who will be set to testify in the suit. Now, with all of the protesting going on surrounding the death of Ezell Ford, there was still a violent war taking place.
Hey, is it snitching if you tell on the police? I'm just asking. You know what I'm saying? Me, I tell on anybody. So it don't. I'm not saying for me. Like I tell on your ass. You may not do it, not in front of me. But is it like, I just want to know, like, if you tell on the cops, like, are you considered like a rat if you tell on the police? In the chat.
Place in the Florence area between the East Coast CRIPS and Florencia 13. Now, these two gangs have been in a deadly rivalry for years, and at this time, the war is still happening. Now, Lil Bugzy was set to appear at a deposition on March 16th of 2015, but sadly, he wouldn't make it. 2 days prior to his deposition, at around 12 a.m., Bugzy, his wife Alice, and their two friends were driving down 65th near Broadway. As the vehicle stopped, that's when two members of Florencia 13 pulled up on bicycles and came up to the driver's side of the car, and they will open fire. Lil Bugzy will be struck multiple times, with one shot to the back of the head and one shot to his neck, as the shooters fled the scene. Now, no one else in the car was injured, but his wife would immediately call 911. But due to the head and neck wound, by the time EMTs arrive, Lil Bugzy will be pronounced dead at the scene. Now, police would investigate this shooting as gang-related.
News has confirmed a key witness in that case, named Leroy Hill, was murdered on the same block while in his Ford Mustang late Friday night.
Victim's a male black, approximately in his 40s. Again, he was in his vehicle as he was traveling east on 65th Street. He was shot and killed. Right now, the evidence that we have located back there on 65th Street, it appears as though somebody may have crept up on his car and shot him.
Police say the murder was gang-related. They still search for the shooter.
The tensions in the hood would boil over.
This shootout happened Sunday afternoon in the area where it occurred in South Los Angeles at 65th Street and Broadway.
200 block of West 65th Street in South Los Angeles is no stranger to crime scene tape. Currently, the LAPD is investigating a shooting involving two of their own. Just before 6 last night, investigators say on-duty narcotics officers in plain clothes and in an unmarked cruiser were shot at and grazed by gunfire.
They did return fire, resulting in an officer-involved shooting.
Now, I ain't gonna cap now. I'm not for people getting shot. But whoever shot at them cops, bro, I don't know, gang. I mean, hey, they killed their homie. Like, okay, when an op kill your homie, what you do? You shoot at the op. I guess when a cop kill your homie, what you do? You might shoot at the cop. I don't know.
At that time, several suspects ran in various directions and a perimeter was established.
But the shootings wouldn't just stop there. Not long after, Members from Florencia 13 will be shot in a drive-by shooting, which was believed to be a retaliation for the death and murder of Lil Bugzy. Now, with these two ongoing investigations, with the death and murder of Lil Bugzy and the shooting involving the two police officers, the LAPD would make an arrest in May of 2015, and they would arrest 21-year-old Florencia 13 member in connection with the murder of Lil Bugzy. Now, the alleged shooter will be charged with 1 count of murder and 3 counts of attempted murder, shooting at an inhabited dwelling, and being a felon in possession of a firearm. Now, in December, Lil Bugzy's wife, Alice, will file a wrongful lawsuit death against the DA and others for failure to protect her husband, who was named a witness against the LAPD. It was stated that she believed his information had been leaked out, and she believed that if he had received the protection that he was promised, that he would still be alive. But by 2018, the Florencia 13 member...
I don't agree with that, bro. He was a gang member, bro. The police... Nah. And this is the thing, right? And I don't mean to sound like wrong. You feel what I'm saying? I got a lot of compassion for this woman. She lost her husband. But, like, they were on their way to a disposition, right? Disposition. They was on their way to a disposition to basically testify against the police. But you want the people that you're testifying against to protect you. That don't make no sense to me, bro.
Will be acquitted on first-degree murder and 3 counts of attempted murder charges. But he will be found guilty of being a felon in possession of a firearm the night of the arrest. And he will be sentenced to 3 years in prison. Now, as of today, no one has been convicted of Lil Bugzy's murder. I would like to thank everybody for tapping in, and I'll see y'all next time.
Bro, I ain't gonna count, bro. That's kind of crazy, bro. That old boy got off, bro. The police might have sent him, bro. The police may have sent him, bro. That's crazy. That's sad, bro, and that's crazy as hell, bro. I don't know, man, but like, yo, y'all get in the chat, man. Like, I wanna know, is it snitching to basically tell on a cop? Like, shout out to Lil Bugzy. But do y'all think that it's snitching because he was going to testify against something that a cop did? You feel what I'm saying? Like, I just honestly really want to know that, bro. Anyway, though, man, y'all let me know how y'all feel about it, though, folks, in the comment section down below, man. Don't forget to like, hype. Don't forget to subscribe. Make sure you ring that bell. After y'all ring it up, though, make sure you hit all so you don't miss none of these bangers, man. Y'all know we coming with it. You feel me? Shout out to the second reaction squad, man. You dig? Y'all know it's a mob life or no life. Mob with no way. You know we coming. OTM gonna get it out that mud every single day. I go by done. I love y'all, man. But I'm gonna catch y'all on that next video. Y'all be safe. Be easy. Make sure you check in with the big God. They get it. Gang. You know we got the streets, nigga. We got the trap too. I say my trap doing numbers. I just bust another jewel. Got a player around the corner. Hey. I say my trap doing numbers like that 05 summer. Got a quarter pound on me. Hey. The trap doing numbers.